God damn it, I'm late. Let's do this. Fuck my life. Now let's do this. Sexy geniuses, thank you for tuning in to the greatest one-man show in the history of mankind. This is the Dusty Smith Show, and I'm your host, Kevin Federline. Thank you for joining me tonight. As always, we have an amazing fucking program, starting us off with an old tune. I wrote that like 20 years ago. Little song called Little Brother, an original song by Dusty Smith. Hell yeah! Dusty been making music forever. Fuck yeah. I'll be playing that in its entirety at the end. If you give a shit about that, you can tune in to the end and listen to it all, or not. Go to hell! So how you doing tonight? All my dirty, disgusting pores out there. You know I love you. Just a lesser kind of love. Let's see what you guys gotta say. Hey, Bob. What's up, Bob? Cool song. Appreciate it. Why am I so blown out? How's the lighting today? I don't know. I don't like fucking like Casper, the fucking friendly ghost. Although I'm not that friendly, to be honest with you. Dusty dance party, hell yeah! Nothing like chair dancing. I'm so good at it. I'm like the Numa guy. Decent dead, oh Numa, I. Yeah, that's the words. Totally danceable. Hell yeah, that's what I do. Hard driving bass, industrial. In dust we trust. Might as well. You could do a lot worse. Hello, everybody. No, you, Dusty. I know, right? Could you put your stuff on YouTube? I could, but I'm not really sure how YouTube works. Does anybody still use YouTube anymore? I don't know. Love you, Dusty. Hey, love you, Shelly Stevenson. How are you doing tonight? Good to see you. All right, rock. Folks, I have a patron. You know how Patreon works. Do it. And Super Chats also are a thing that happen, and do that too. You can become a Dust Buddy for $2.99 a month and spam the chats with emojis. No one has super chatted me yet. What you gonna do? I assume that would change eventually, but somebody did super chat me $10 and I don't see what the fuck it is. It didn't show me. Oh, there we go. Cat food, Gary Stillman, hero. Thank you for kicking us off tonight, Gary Stillman. Appreciate you. Don't know how long of a show I have tonight. Probably, oop, I didn't hit this button. Gotta hit that button. Like a 90-minute show tonight, but it'll be good. It'll be good as usual. What else do I need to say? Oh, folks, I deleted my Facebook account. What? What? Dusty deleted his Facebook account? Yeah, like I've been on there for 15 years. I had 25,000 followers on Facebook. And I'm like, I think maybe I have too much personal info on there. People are like fucking with me and shit. And I'm like, okay, well, you're getting too popular, Dusty. Maybe don't have like a Facebook like a regular human being, but I still got 30 days so I can get it back if I want to. I don't have to like permanently delete it, but I might. I'm still thinking about it. I might permanently delete it. We'll see what the fuck happens. But don't know how many people are going to show up tonight because I didn't advertise the show tonight on Facebook. So we're going to see how many extra viewers advertising on Facebook gets me. And if we don't like break 900 tonight, then I'm going to go ahead and go back on Facebook. Because what are you going to... We have 327 so far, which is not many. Low. Bad. That's a bad sign. What you gonna do? It's all an experiment, a grand experiment, if you will. So, cool. Kathy H. What's up, Kathy H? Good to see you tonight. All right. Good for you, Dusty. I know it, right? All good for me. All right, folks, let's go ahead and kick the shit off. Gonna do a little section I like to call Religious Bullshit. Religious Bullshit. Religious bullshit. It's time for religious bullshit. It is time for religious bullshit. Nailed it! As always, greatest singer in the world. Where's my goddamn Grammy? Little Nas X didn't get it, and I didn't get it. Of course, I didn't get nominated again for the millionth time. So first off, on religious bullshit, folks, starting to think Christian love ain't about shit. So this person has a sign that says coexist, which I don't really want to coexist with religions. I want to eradicate them. But anyway, I will. I'll be nice, like to all your bullshit. But Christians like, fuck no. They apparently taped a note to the top of this thing that said, out of respect for the Christian community. Stop right there. Don't have any respect. I request that the cross be left out of this. Fuck you and your cross. How about that? Sticker. As our beliefs do not support it. Yeah, our beliefs do not support coexisting with other religions. Just the opposite. We want to eradicate you just like I do. So I guess we're on the same page there. That our cross is being mistreated in this. Yeah, I can't believe you're using your cross to symbolize getting along with people and not fighting amongst each other. God damn you! Don't you know what Christianity is all about? Thank you for understanding. Hey, fuck you. I don't understand at all. With love, the Christian community. First off, you don't speak for the Christian community, and this doesn't seem very loving. Jesus loves you. Well, tell Jesus I'm not that into him, to be honest with you. And cats agree with me. Cats are fighting. We got a little of the nip. The cat's got the nip. So they're all fucked up on goofballs right now, and I admire them. You go, cats! And second off, folks, starting to think that Christians might be a little delusional, just a tiny bit. Pragmatic wants you guys to know, hey, don't worry if the globalists try to starve us all out, because that's really what globalism's trying to do. It's trying to kill us all. Jesus will just magically make food and gas appear, because, sure, this is a thing that happens in real life. Pragmatic said, there is no reason to panic. Just because a handful of globalist shills have announced their intent to starve us to death and destroy our economies. Okay, well, first off, who? Which globalist shills announced that they're going to starve us and destroy our economies? I don't know. I need a source on that one. For the last 4 months, I've been teaching how to operate in the miraculous. Oh, goody. How to heal the sick, how to multiply food, and how to have faith for other miracles. Well, why aren't you at the hospital curing like COVID patients? Why aren't you curing cancer patients? What the fuck are you doing on social media? God gave you these magical powers and you're wasting them on goddamn social media? Just saying, if I was God, I'd be a little bit pissed off at you. How to heal the sick, how to multiply food, then videotape that. Could you videotape that for me? Could you prove it? And how to have faith for other miracles. Every day we read testimonies from people who have learned to live as heirs of a supernatural kingdom. Why do you think I began teaching these things in November? Because you're a shameless con man who would do anything to make a fucking buck? I did it because I expected Joe Biden and his handlers to make good on their promise to give us a dark winter. I don't think that was a promise. As corrupt globalists try to enslave us, God will bring the hammer of justice down on their heads. Hey, bring it, motherfucker. I'm ready. As they try to starve us, we'll multiply the food we have. All right, do that. You multiply the food you have, and I'll just go to the store and buy more food, and we'll see which one of our bellies gets full. It's my fat gut. I can already tell you, when fuel can't be purchased, we'll pray our cars. We'll pray over our cars, and they'll run for days on empty tanks. Oh, please, please prove this. Do it. Do it. That'll be awesome. Get us off Russian oil. God, if God could just do that, why hasn't he already got us off Russian oil? Fucking God. In the coming months, God will show himself strong to anyone who puts their trust in him. Why has he waited? How long has mankind been around? God should have shown himself already. Then the just shall live by faith. Nothing can stop what's coming. That's some fucking QAnonymous bullshit. Same thing every goddamn day, but good luck, Christians. I hope you can eat faith. Gotta be awesome to see. And I showed you this guy before. Christian nationalist MAGA pastor Mark Burns, the guy who lied about his college, lied about his military service, lied about every goddamn thing in his past records. Of course, he is a hero among Donald Trump supporters. And basically, now just going out there advocating violence. That's right, folks. I know that you thought Jesus was some kind of pussy who told you to turn the other cheek and forgive your enemies and shit, but nah, dog, nah. He wants you to get swords and murder people and bust windows and fuck shit up. Super cool, Christians.
You see that Antifa flag, go knock out their window. That's my thought. Forgive me, Lord. Forgive me, Jesus. Lord, forgive me. I'm asking for forgiveness right now. I'm asking for forgiveness.
It was just a thought. It was just a thought.
But I'm saying the Bible says that the kingdom suffers violence and the violence take it by force. The problem is we're being too coward and too weak, and we think that man has authority over us when we serve a big God that's given us power and authority to tread over every demonic spirit. But so if they go to knock out a window, you go knock out two of theirs.
That's what Jesus said. Go buy 2 swords.
That's what come on, brother. Come on, man.
Go buy 2 swords.
So listen, Oregon, y'all better go buy some swords in the name of Jesus, right? Go start knocking out some windows.
Can I get an amen? Go get some motherfucking swords and destroy your enemies just like Jesus said. I come to murder all you folios. So awesome. Thank you for once again showing us the love of Christ. And last up, on some religious bullshit, folks. Starting to think this religious shit starting to sound a little bit like slavery. I don't know, folks. They created a fake disease in order to sell you the fake cure. This is so depressing. These are the same people that tell us, oh my God, CRT tells us that if you're white, then you're born sinful. You're born bad. They literally teach their kids the same exact thing. Tell me this ain't fucking brainwashing bullshit.
Okay, I know I probably sound like a broken record to a lot of you, but because this is a message that keeps on showing up in Christian women's circles, I feel like I need to say it again. You are not enough. You're not enough. Nowhere does the Bible say that you are sufficient. Nowhere does the Bible say that you're perfect the way you are. And that is good news. It's actually great news.
Oh, super good.
You know why? Because you're not enough. You never will be. But Jesus is. Christ is your sufficiency. If you are enough the way you are, terrible. Jesus wouldn't have to die for you. The reality is you are dead in your sin without Christ. Only through Christ, by grace, through faith, can you be made alive in him. If you were enough, you wouldn't need him for salvation or for strength or for sanctification, but you do.
I don't.
You're not enough. Christ is enough.
Okay, I mean,
your biggest problem is your sin. The only solution is Christ.
Okay, yeah, sin doesn't exist. You created the fake disease to sell me the fake cure, and I don't fucking buy it. And yeah, I'm not enough. That's true, because I'm only one person. But together, as a community, all us humans together, we kind of have to be enough for each other. And that's all it really takes. It doesn't take an invisible man in the sky and your God being murdered. That's not good news. That's very creepy and horrific. Shut the fuck up, Christians. I ain't buying it. That's my religious bullshit. Hope you guys fucking enjoyed it. We rolling through it tonight. I got some place to be. We're going to finish early. Let's see what you guys got to say in the super chats. Ain't no hate like Christian love, is there? I know, right? But they drive more people out of Christianity than I could ever think about. So cool. I recently unsubbed from Volsh, says Randy McNeely. By the way, that was Garmin763. Thank you, Garmin. Randy McNeely. I recently unsubbed from Volsh. I agree with his politics, but not who he is. I've been feeling more optimistic about the left ever since. Yeah, like, I don't want to show him Vosh too much because he's definitely not my enemy. And he does a good job. He's a good speaker. And he educates people that I find incredibly fucking annoying. Not his entire audience, because we have a lot of crossover. Most of his audience, I don't know, a lot of his audience are great people, just like a lot of my audience are great people. But then he has a subset of toxicity in his audience that I don't care for. He is really narcissistic, and that's kind of a turnoff. But whatever. Like I said, he's not my enemy. There's lots of worse people that I need to shit on other than Vosh. Money for cat treats. Hey, son, appreciate it. The wife and I loves us some Dusty. Tell your wife I said hello. Lizzie Husky, I remember Steve Shives. Republicans are creepy. Steve Shives is fucking awesome. I was talking to Elle about this the other day, how Steve Shives deserves way more than he's gotten. He was one of the few people that were right on about the anti-SJW community the whole time. He took so much shit from fucking everybody. Maybe the only person in the entire community that took more shit than I did. And never got his due. So shout out to Steve Shives. The Pub Night, they have a love-hate relationship with the globalists. They defend love, the alt-right ones, and hate the left ones. Yeah, I'm a globalist. Like, I think we should all be one nation. There's only one race, the human race. So get rid of these invisible lines on pieces of paper that separate us all. Hey, here's $2. Buy a can of spray tan. No, I am the friendly ghost, Dusty, the friendly ghost. Hell yeah. You know you love it. All right, cool. More super chats, please. Let's continue on. Man, only 489 people. I guess I should not have deleted my Facebook. Lesson learned, Dusty. Apparently, a lot of people are warned about your show on Facebook. So, might want to undelete that motherfucker. Stat! All right. Noted. Fuck you, universe! And next up, I'm going to do a section I like to call What the fuck? What the fuck? Did you guys hear about this? Well, you guys remember that show? I don't want to say super bad. What the fuck's that goddamn name? I blew it. Anyway, it's the one where Nicolas Cage shoots his daughter in the chest repeatedly, and she's wearing a bulletproof vest. I want to say super bad, but that's not it. It's what the fuck is it called? Anyway, so apparently these two kids were like, "Hey, you ever seen that movie where the dad shoots his daughter in the chest a bunch of times with a gun, and she's wearing a bulletproof vest? Hey, let's do that shit." So this dude went in, and he's like, "Hey, I got this bulletproof vest. I'm gonna put it on. Kick ass." I was close. Super bad, kick ass, same movie. Kick ass. Anyway, it's like, "I got this bulletproof vest. Here, take this gun and shoot me in the chest." And so his friend did. His friend took a gun and he shot him in the chest, and he lived. And he's like, "Here, you try it." So like every time you shoot somebody in the chest or like in a bulletproof vest, it like weakens the vest, okay? And anyway, so he's like, "All right, I'll put it on now." And he's like, "You ready?" And he's like, "I'm ready." So he shoots him in the chest, and he lives, and he nods. And so the dude immediately opens fire and shoots him 4 more times in the chest and kills him. So yeah, Florida, who's shocked? I know you're all fucking incredibly shocked. Florida, what's going on, dudes? Not the best. Dude dead, another dude's life over. Ruined your whole fucking life with the stupid fucking bullshit. Like, how can anybody be this goddamn stupid? Just Darwinian. Here's your award. And we're still talking about it, folks. The slap heard around the world. Will Smith. I'm starting a little bit to feel sorry for Will Smith. So this footage went viral again recently. Super viral. Apparently it's old footage that Jada Pinkett put out there. And it does seem like Will Smith is sort of an abused husband a little bit. Like he's mistreated by Jada Pinkett. So this is a guy who he goes out, and everywhere he goes, there are paparazzi everywhere. And can't get away from the photographers, can't get away from people videoing him, can't have any privacy. And the little bit of privacy he has is in his own house. And even his wife is turning on this camera without his permission and filming him. And he's just trying to tell her, like, "I don't appreciate this. I just woke up. I want to have some privacy." And she called him foolish and belittling his very valid feelings. Let's have a look.
You know Esther Perel is coming to the table. She's going to be at the red table. Would you say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me.
Oh my goodness.
If you could film me.
Esther, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
Because she don't just...
Would you say that she helped us heal the hurts that we caused between one another?
My social media presence is my bread and butter, okay? So you can't just use me for social media and not, don't just start rolling. I'm standing in my house. Don't just start rolling.
Please watch us stare at the red table because she's helped us a lot. Can't you tell?
I don't understand why he loves Jada Pinkett so much. Wasn't Tupac in love with her, and Chris Rock used to be in love with her? What is so good about this woman? She seems awful. Just seems like a horrible fucking person. I don't get it. Will, you can throw a rock and do better. Run, man, run. And also your kids are annoying. And next up, speaking of what the fuck, did you guys hear about this story? Now, I don't even know what the fuck to make about this one. Maybe you guys can tell me what the fuck is going on here. U.S. 2 posed as agents gave gifts to Secret Service officers. Federal prosecutors on Wednesday charged 2 men they say were posing as federal agents, giving free apartments and other gifts to U.S. Secret Service agents, including one who worked on the First Lady's security detail. The 2 men, Arian Tahardia, 40, and Haider Ali, 36, were taken into custody as more than a dozen FBI agents charged into a luxury apartment building in Southeast Washington on Wednesday evening. So they had this apartment building, this really expensive apartment building, and they were giving just people in the government, Secret Service agents, free cars, free apartments, and they were like filming them. I guess this was some kind of surveillance or espionage or some shit. Said authorities did not detail what, if anything, the men were aiming to accomplish by posing as law enforcement officers or by providing the gifts. Prosecutor says the investigation remains ongoing, so I don't know what the fuck is happening here, but I'm guessing Russians or something? I don't know what you guys think. Pakistan? I don't know. She puts out, Dusty. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Everybody puts out. Getting laid is the simplest fucking thing in the goddamn universe. Holy shit. It's boringly easy to get sex. And this one, I share it in the thumbnail. So you might hate gay people, but have you ever hated gay people enough to legalize child marriages? Well, then you're not a Republican, because that's what they fucking did, folks. So basically in Tennessee, what happened is they tried to pass a constitutional amendment to ban gay marriage. They were so against it. Like, no, how can straight people be expected to find love if we allow gay people to have the same rights? It just can't happen. And so they literally passed a constitutional amendment, but then the court struck it down because it's bullshit. They're like, no, we have a constitution of the United States that supersedes this bullshit. And so then the legislature was like, well, fuck this. I can't live in a world where gay people can get married the same as straight people. And so they were like, hey, I got an idea. Let's create a separate type of marriage. A super separate type of marriage that only applies to straight folks, that completely leaves out gay folks. So what they did was they passed a bill, or they're going to pass a bill, they're working on it, that allows common law marriages to anyone who's lived together in a relationship for a certain amount of time, but it only applies to straight people. And surprise, 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 it de facto legalized child marriages. Because of course it did. Of course it did. Here's the party. We're worried about pedophiles, aren't they? We're worried about groomers. Legalized child marriage. So claim in 2022, Tennessee Republicans supported a piece of legislation that would legalize child marriage. And according to Snopes, mostly true. If implemented, House Bill 0233, Senate Bill 0526 would create a new way for the state of Tennessee to legally recognize common law marriages. But the legal text creating that record of marital contract at common law contains no minimum age restrictions, and would thus have the effect of allowing anew the legal recognition of marriages that involve children. So, yep. This dovetails into my Trash World section, where we're going to talk about their attack on gays and trans people by associating them with pedophiles, which is their big new thing now. It's gone way, way faster than I ever thought it would. So, yep. Christians doing what they always do. Christians have always loved their child brides, and now found a way to backdoor it legally. So now is the time with Dusty Smith Show, where we show our shocked faces. It's fun. Everybody show your shock face in 3, 2, 1. Shock face. Did you do it? Hell yeah, you did. All right. And next up, man, this was a blow. I've been covering the far-right terrorist who were plotting to kidnap the governor of Michigan and put her on trial and kill her and shit. And they went to trial and they all got away with it. Yeah, all of these white motherfuckers who planned to kidnap and murder the governor of Michigan got away with it. They found like 2 of them not guilty and 2 of them mistrial because of a hung jury. So, yeah, not the best. I guess they thought the FBI entrapped them. Went a little too far into pushing them in the direction of doing it. So they got off. God damn it. So I guess it's an open season on kidnapping and murdering Democrats now. Cool. Cool, America. It's just getting better and better in this goddamn trash fire of a fucking country. And then, warning, folks. Nightmare fuel coming up. I'm about to scare you to the core of your being. So we haven't done this in a while, so let's check in with 63-year-old Madonna. Let's see how she's doing. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely the Madonna I remember growing up. Looking totally normal. 100% natural, folks. Haters are going to say she had some surgery or some shit, but nope. I'm just glad that she is aging respectfully and decently, you just gotta gracefully age, just like I'm doing. So good on you, Madonna, for not falling into that trend of too much plastic surgery and lip filler and shit. Looking real good, and not nightmarishly hellish at all. Yikes! And that is my what the fuck section. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Shudders, I know. She is living in a material world and she doesn't look like a girl anymore. It looks like a space alien. What happened? Yep, alien. And all right, cool. Let's see what the super chats have to say. We up to 585. Bad. It's bad. I should not have deleted my Facebook. Urban Mass. Will, blink twice if you want us to perform a tactical extraction from the SEAL Team 6. We're standing by. All right, appreciate it. Stand by. Oh, you're talking about Will Smith. Okay, yes. Will Smith needs help. Maybe Chris Rock will save him. Can't catch the show today for the kiddies. Hey, appreciate it, Jay West. Good to see you tonight. Time to click Florida out. Don't worry. Apparently, the oceans are going to rise to 10 feet in the next 3 or 4 years, and the problem will take care of itself. The Polar Phantasm, welcome to the Dust Buddies. Feel free to spam the chat with impunity with all the customized emojis. All right, cool. Let's move on. Time for everybody's favorite section. And by everybody, I mean nobody. Trash World. I can't even remember the words. What is it? Dumpster Fire, Hellish Trash World. Nailed it. Perfect timing. Perfect. Not even stone. And first off, on Trash World, I'm going to start with this one because this dovetails into everything else I'm going to talk about in this section. Check in my browser before access. Former Trump aide gets 12 plus years for child porn. Once again, prepare your shock faces. Ruben Verostaugi, 29 of Washington, D.C., was sentenced today to 151 months in prison on a federal charge of receipt of child pornography. He pleaded guilty on July 9, 2021 in the U.S. District Court of District of Columbia. He was sentenced, blah, 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 blah. He also will be required to register as a sex offender for 15 years. According to the government's evidence from April 2020 through February 2021, he was active in an online group devoted to trading child pornography and discussing child sex abuse. He shared child pornography videos with other members of the group and made numerous comments about sexually abusing children. He indicated his preference was for babies, saying they were his absolute favorite, and solicited another group member for videos of babies being raped. The other group member promptly sent him numerous other videos of child pornography. He was arrested on February 5th, 2021. He has been in custody ever since. So yeah, shocking, right? It's always the way. Almost every single time one of these pedophilia cases comes, it's either Republicans, somebody working with Trump, or obviously priests, preachers, somebody in the clergy. Religion, right? But it's always, almost always on the right. This narrative that, it's the gays, the trans people, they're the ones that are grooming everybody. Nope. The evidence just doesn't bear that out, but it's always projection with these people. You just always accuse the other side of what your side is doing, and it's very effective, unfortunately. And they're just running with this like gangbusters. It's actually terrifying how quickly they've ramped up this rhetoric. Case in point, Marjorie Taylor Greene. There is a line in the sand. Either you are pro-pedophilia and pro-transgender biological men, or you defend children and women, period. There is no other option. So like I said, where the former politician of Mississippi last week called for the execution of all transgender allies. Anybody who fights for trans rights, just murder us all because we're pedophiles. This is what they're doing now, folks. They're trying to associate transgenderism and homosexuality automatically. If you're transgender or you're homosexual, you're a pedophile. And we got to protect everybody from this. And this is a woman who has the second largest war chest in all of Congress. Incredibly popular. Wouldn't be surprised if she's the Speaker of the fucking House someday. That's how crazy this goddamn world is. And, like they're saying here, this is genocidal talk. This is how you create violence. We've seen this time and time again. This is what happened when Trump went out there and said the China flu. And then all of Trump's members went out, not all of them, but a lot of Trump supporters went out there and started assaulting Asian folks. When he demonized Mexicans, the next thing you know, Trump supporters are out at Walmarts murdering them and shit. This is how you create violence. Sent to the highest political body in the land, and this is what they're fucking doing, folks.
Point, though, where the Democrats are the party of pedophiles. The Democrats are the party of princess predators from Disney. The Democrats are the party of teachers, elementary school teachers trying to transition their elementary school age children and convince them they're a different gender. This is the party of their identity, and their identity is the most disgusting, evil, horrible things happening in our country. And that's why we have to say it. We have to be willing to say it. And no matter how many little blue check marks get their feelings hurt on Twitter. So, you know, it's worth talking.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. People are going to get their feelings hurt. No, you're going to get people killed. Because your constituency is full of fucking crazy QAnon people who believe you. The same type of people that are going to a pizza shop and shoot the place up. And once you spread this vile nonsense that trans rights and gay rights are about pedophilia, they're going to start attacking trans people and gay people. You're making it even, it was already very unsafe for trans women in public. And it's getting worse and worse and worse, folks. It's hard to believe how quickly this is happening. Terrifying. And we're about to go into a bunch of it right now, like a trigger warning. Here's James Lindsay retweeting this very valid post from Nate Hochman, who says, broadly speaking, left-wing teachers aren't grooming kids. They're not, obviously. It's so stupid. Gender ideology in schools isn't the same thing as pedophilia. The mainstreaming of these ideas on the right is a great way to lose an otherwise very winnable culture war issue. It makes us sound like the crazy ones. To which James Lindsay replies, okay, groomer. Anybody that doesn't agree that if Disney has a kiss in one of their movies, a gay kiss in one of the movies, they're not pedophiles, is a groomer, these people now. They're just trying to dehumanize us, is what they're trying to do. Because it's really easy to promote violence and to win elections, too, if you dehumanize your opponents. And they eventually they removed this. I don't know if the person removed it or Twitter removed it. But now they're just outright calling for violence on Twitter now against anybody who uses pronouns. This had 25,000 likes before it was moved. I saw it. As a father of 3 daughters, I'll fucking bury you and your pronouns, says Robert J. O'Neill. 25,000 people like that. The threat of murder for using pronouns. And you might notice, he's got 3 pronouns in this fucking tweet. I'll, you, and yours, all pronouns. And then this was parroted by multiple people. When I was in the FBI, I had the cleanest Remington 870Ps in the entire bureau. Seemed they needed cleaning nearly every weekend night when the fella showed up to date my daughters. Lots of holes in the desert, most of them filled with pronouns. I mean problems. I have no daughters, just respect for women. So let me know how I can help. Father to 2 daughters, I'll bring the shovel. Yeah, they're just actively talking about murdering us on Twitter. That's cool. So, I mean, hey, the good news is now Elon Musk owns the majority share as far as any single owner of Twitter stock. So I'm sure he'll handle all this. What's that he won't? He's going to make the problem worse? Yeah, obviously. Fuck our lives. And, yeah, I just said that. You and me in the same thought process at Urban Mask. And, like I showed you, they just legalized child brides, but that's not a problem according to some of these Republicans. Spurt Mago points out, guy whose child bride is just out of frame. They're grooming kids to be trans. Yep. To which Grand Inquisitor John Wesley says, yeah, but child brides has tens of thousands of years of history to back it up as a useful tool for building cohesive societies. Transgenderism? Not so much. That's right. What bad has ever come from child brides, folks? We built our society on child brides, but transgenderism, that's the real problem. You sickos! Just goddamn it. Getting worse and fucking worse. And so, on Fox News, they're going whole hog, all in on this narrative that Disney is grooming children. Because Disney said they want to have more gay characters, maybe more gay kisses in there. The same people that had no problem with straight kisses, with Prince Charming kissing Sleeping Beauty. That's not sexualizing children at all. But 2 gay people kissing exactly the same way, somehow that's sexualizing children and pedophilia. Because to them, homosexuality and transgenderism is completely just associated across the board with pedophilia. That's the way they think about it, folks. Case in point, here's Fox News. Got to get people killed.
Brings us now. Kristen, welcome. Listen, I saw the clip of that. Also in that movie, there's a line where she says, my panda, my choice. Obviously a reference to pro-choice slogans. So is it just time, Kristen, for parents to get out of denial and admit that Disney just isn't the magical place that we remember when we were young and even Walt Disney's vision of it?
It's so sad because it seems that sexualized content is now the new pixie dust at Disney, and it's sprinkled liberally. It's everywhere. I love classic Disney. Our family loves classic Disney and that world Walt Disney built. And, his work, he said his life devotion was to bring out the innocence in all of us. But it's very clear from Turning Red to the leaked Zoom call that Disney just held with their own employees that Disney LLC is clearly no longer interested in being this guardian of innocence. They are interested in pushing kids, out of Neverland, right into the adult sexualized world where sadly they can be groomed for adults' enjoyment. And we start seeing these themes that, these infomercials for Planned Parenthood and the abortion industry.
Yeah, it's such an interesting point that you bring out, because you're right. It wasn't just that it was about preserving and guarding childhood and innocence for children, but we adults love going with our kids to Disney World because it brought us all back to that magical, innocent time, and that's gone. Now, you say you want to boycott. I love boycotting.
I love cancel culture, but yeah, folks, the same people who made up the fake outrage about Mr. Potato Head, or they're canceling Dr. Seuss, literally freaking out about Disneyland. Everything tonight is fucking beyond parody, but these folks already are. They always are. But like I said, they're freaking out over it, folks. This narrative is winning amongst conservatives. Always incredibly easy to fool with this ridiculous bullshit. Here they are, boycotting Disneyland, freaking out.
I got to ask you we got to ask you what you did yesterday, and you basically said,
and they've already showed that clip.
Disney.
Ron DeSantis using his office to try to intimidate Disney into not getting involved in politics, even though they've always been involved in politics. So Not the best people showing up to these rallies that you might imagine. It's a hellish show of mental illness.
Remember, there's also Jews, and we also believe in God, and we also believe that God, we have ways that God had taught us to be, and that is not pedophilia, it's not homosexuality. A man shouldn't lie with a man like he lied with a woman. And Disney has got to be quiet for the Christians and the Jews. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, is one God. God is one.
Hey, Disney, who did you sell out to? China?
Thank you.
Thank you. No, thank you. I am way over for hearing that. Good God. So, then, shockingly, Breitbart has decided to run with this. Groomer-Gate. 15 times Disney promoted LGBTQA in children's programming. So here they're just outright saying it. Anytime Disney has dared to have a gay person in any of their movies is grooming. They're trying to fuck your children is the narrative, folks. And it's just so ridiculous. Like, Marvel Studios reportedly casting an actress to play Black, Latino, Afro-Latino transgender character in Ironheart. Oh no! Grooming! Oh no! Marvel confirmed Loki is gender fluid? They're trying to groom your child with pedophilia, even though, like, Loki apparently was always gender fluid. He even had a baby in the Marvel comics. Just... Here's one. Oh my God! They hired a lesbian actress to play a character. Pedophiles! Grooming! So... they're going to get people killed, folks, and they don't give a shit. I mean, the shit really ain't that. It's not funny. I'm making light of it, but this is real fucking scary. As it wasn't already hard enough to be transgender or gay in this country, to see how quickly they've fallen off this cliff, to see how fast this shit is going. And on top of that, they're passing laws everywhere, too. But Ben Garrison never wanted to miss an opportunity to put out a new political cartoon, shitting on Disney. A lot to unpack here. Let's unpack it. First, they got the train station. The train station. That's so punny. They got the pink-haired, evil transgender woman on here. Ooh, isn't she angry and hateful? She got the pronoun train, Z, Zer, Ver. And they have a entrance for vaccinated only, which, you know, is good. That's the way it should be. And then Mickey is like, take your Snow White privilege, get out of here, pow! And he punches Donald Duck, that white motherfucker, and it's woke Disney, y'all. And no Trump supporters allowed because, you know, you motherfuckers aren't vaccinated. You plague rats should really stay at home. And, you have one of the dwarves says, we would never say the M word. What is the M word? Mickey? I don't even know. And socialism go around. Free ride. Yeah, like they'd ever have anything for free at goddamn Disneyland. They're like $20 Cokes. Have you ever been to Disneyland, Ben Garrison? And Black Lives Matter horn. And Antifa land is on fire. God damn it. Would you stop making Disneyland look so fucking cool? I've been there and it's boring, but now I want to go again. Thanks, Ben Garrison. And then, folks, starting to think this guy might be telling on himself. He's saying dicks everywhere. I don't know. I kind of see it. I can kind of see it. Let's see if you guys see it.
Disney has for the longest time been a children entertainment institution. This is a gift card taken last week at a Target store. What do you see? What do you see in that?
A dick!
What do you see in
that
see image?
It's a dick!
Do you see Minnie in a dress?
I see Minnie with a
Mickey
dick!
Holding a penis.
Penis!
The people at Disney are pedophiles.
Oh my God!
The people at Disney are pushing a satanic, godless, child predatory perspective.
So somebody gonna go up to Disneyland and just start shooting the place up. Wait for it. Wait for it. And when it happens, these people will be like, hey, don't blame us. We didn't have anything fucking to do with it. Bull fucking shit. Hit the like button, everybody. Please hit the like button if you can, please. And gets worse and worse. This is the kind of shit it's leading to, folks. We might try to fool ourselves into believing this rhetoric has no consequences. But they're doing this for a reason. Alabama passes SB 184, which forcibly medically detransitions all trans teens. It will withdraw youth from gender-affirming care. It will force trans teens through the wrong puberty in front of all their peers. And no, that's not fucking overselling it. That's what they've just passed. Alabama passed this bill making some transgender healthcare a felony. Alabama lawmakers passed a bill on Thursday that would criminalize gender-affirming healthcare for transgender youth with a threat of 10 years in prison for medical providers. You will not be allowed to be transgender in Alabama until you're 18. And puberty blockers, which have shown to help lessen suicides and transgender youth, nope, just kill yourself. They literally don't give a fuck. Even though this is not a fucking issue. There are not even that many transgender people. But they have to create this fake fucking outrage because in this goddamn trash country we live in, this is a winning issue for them. They can distract you from actual issues with this bullshit, and people are fucking falling for it. It's pretty fucking terrifying. But don't worry, folks. The brain geniuses at the Boycott Disney movement want you to know, hey, if you hate gays as much as we do, just skip Disneyland and go to Dollywood? The fuck? Dollywood? Dolly Parton is like one of the biggest gay supporters on the fucking planet. She all about the gays. What are you talking about? She been super cool. Dolly is an American treasure. So I'm all for this. I much prefer you go to Dollywood than Disneyland. I bet it's a better time. So cool dipshits. And I don't know what the fuck happened to Destiny, y'all. I was never a big fan of Destiny. You know the streamer Destiny? But he put out some super depressing takes. The Surf said something completely fucking true. Especially with everything I just showed you. The Surf said, Lance really feels like the right went from I don't really understand this LGBTQ+, but it's a free country. And informed and consenting adults can do what they want to. You're all pedos and groomers, and we're coming for you and your kids in a very short amount of time. That's exactly what they fucking did. Terrifyingly. To which, soulless, shameless grifter, in my opinion, Destiny says, what can you expect when the left went from, we just want a safe space for trans people to exist and be safe, to, I think my 4-year-old is trans. Isn't that right, folks? Didn't the entire left just decided that 4-year-olds should transition? I mean, even if this was true, which is not, does that somehow justify these draconian laws? This violent rhetoric being put out by the right? Would that in any way justify it? Of fucking course not. What are you talking about, you fucking idiots? Are any of you Destiny fans still? What the fuck is wrong with you guys at this point? Here he is again. More stupid shit from this fucking cretin. And I have no sympathy for anyone crying about how misused the word pedophile is now because people on the left and right have contributed to its meaninglessness constantly. People on the left do it when they accuse a conservative of being a pedophile for marrying a 16-year-old. Okay, maybe. There are a lot of people on the left that do misuse the word pedophile. But does that mean you shouldn't have any sympathy for all the fucking violence that's going to be caused with the sudden acceleration of this bullshit being spread by the right? What even is this? This guy's some kind of thought leader? What the fuck? Disappointed, Destiny. Do better. And then back on Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's trying to get banned from Twitter. She saw how Charlie Kirk used the cancellation bucks to make money to grift. And she's literally using her last account that hasn't been suspended on Twitter to try to purposely get banned so she can play the victim because this is all they fucking do. This is all they have. So here she is, dead naming Caitlyn Jenner over and over again.
Like you, I was shocked when I heard that Fox News had hired Bruce Jenner to be its newest female political contributor. We remember Jenner winning Olympic gold in 1976 and from the front of the Wheaties box. But today, Jenner believes he is a woman. I'd love to know which female contributors were passed over or perhaps even made redundant to clear space for Fox's newest starred transgender commentator. We will never know their names. Bruce Jenner was hired on the last day of Women's History Month, but for many of us, it felt like the last day in women's history. Join me in resisting this absurdity. Turn off the television when mentally disturbed men in wigs are invited to give their opinions about the news.
Yep, most popular congressional candidate, folks. This is what conservatism is all about. And, you know, they only put Caitlyn Jenner on there as a token so they can shit on gays and transgender people and have her sit there and agree with them. But, yeah, there's your party there, Caitlyn. There's who you've put your lot in with. Enjoy the fleas you get. Lay down with some dogs. And at least, though, Marjorie Taylor Greene and Matt Gaetz got that coveted Bin Laden endorsement. Hell yeah, you did it, you did it. Bin Laden's niece praises Marjorie Taylor Greene and Matt Gaetz for backing in Capitol rioters. Hell yeah. Because if there's one person you want to have your back, it would be the Bin Laden family. Good God, good God. But of course, you know, now the Bin Ladens are probably heroes in the conservative communities. Putin is. Why not other terrorists? Who would be shocked to see that? Nobody. Because that's what they become. A parody party. Fucking insane. And, yep. They went around asking Republicans to define what women were last week because, you know, that was their big gotcha question. What is a woman? And so, I can't believe they didn't think that they might be asked this question ahead of time to come up with a valid answer for how to respond. But they asked Josh Hawley, what is a woman? And he replied, someone who can give birth to a child. A mother is a woman, he said. Someone who has a uterus is a woman. It doesn't seem that complicated to me. That's right. Only people with uteruses are women. To which they responded, so if a woman has a uterus removed by a hysterectomy, is she still a woman? And he was like, yeah, well, I don't know. Would they? Would they? Yes. Yes. What the fuck? Asked again later if he would consider a woman to still be a woman if she lost her reproductive organs to cancer. Holly said, I mean, a woman has a vagina, right? That's not what you said, though. You said it was so simple. Wasn't complicated. A woman has to have a uterus, and now you're like, nah, it just has the vagina, right? So, they're so fucking stupid. But they don't actually care about any of this shit. It's just a way for them to take power, for them to shit on people, for them to distract. But for those of you wondering if it's going to get better on Twitter, all this violent rhetoric going around, the answer is no. Despite calling himself a free speech absolutist, Elon Musk has a history of retaliation against employees and critics. Elon Musk does not give a fuck about free speech. The only thing he cares about is if his free speech gets violated. Which is exactly why he bought the majority share of any single person in Twitter. To ensure that he can sit there and say stupid shit. Like, remember a couple years ago when he said, hey, in a month, I don't believe anybody else is going to die from the coronavirus. And then like over 1 million people died in America since then. Remember that bullshit? Literally went out there and downplayed the virus, knowing his influence will cause other people to downplay the virus. Got people killed. But he wants the right to do that. That's why he spent all his money to do that. So no, things are not going to get better. It's going to be fucking horrific, unfortunately. And yeah, you can read this article. It goes into his long history of firing anybody that says anything he doesn't want them to do. Free speech for me, but not for thee. Exactly as you would expect this piece of shit billionaire to be like. And all right, that's my trash world. It's bad, real bad, folks. And let's check the super chats. Hit the like button, everybody, please. Looks like I'm about 250 shy today. So apparently my Facebook feed tells a lot more people about the show than I thought it did. God damn it. I wanted to delete it so bad. Fuck. I guess I can't. Ian Hinge, $5. Hey, thank you, Ian Hinge. Carmo G gave me $30, $31 Australian. Hey, good day, mates. That's terrible, but I love you. Gordon Irvin, Hi, Dusty. Hi, Gordon. Hope you're well, brother. Back when you were an obedient Christian, what was the specific turning point when you realized religion was a bunch of BS? Love from Scotland. I smoked some weed one day, and I was like, for the first time, and I was like, holy shit. They lied to me. They lied to me about the weed. They said it was the devil's lettuce. What else they lied to me about? So then I started thinking, Jesus, religion, and that was pretty much it for that. Walt Disney was an anti-Semite and a misogynist. Yeah, Nazi. They can't wait to take us back to the time where Walt Disney was a Nazi. Proto, $5. I watched an SNL skit of Kate McKinnon on Florida's Don't Say Gay bill. The comment section is filled with okay groomer. I don't know if it's bots. It's so gross. It's all they have, folks. The same people that call us NPCs just repeat the same things over and over again. It's bizarre. The Pod Night, funny how Marjorie and the alt-right had no issue with Walt Disney's open racism when he was alive, so it's not shocking they now are triggered. Disney is promoting diversity. Yeah, they want to go back to it. That's what conservatism is all about. Twitter is going to get so much worse with Elon's hand on the wheel. Agreed, Urban Masks. We're on the same mind about that. Joe Perry. I proffered a Ukrainian YouTube, Anna from Ukraine, to give us President Zelensky for Trump in Florida. I hope she's accepting of my offer. I am awaiting a reply. You're all welcome. Just to leave Facebook personal data. Yeah. I think Ukraine needs Zelensky, so I think he probably should stay exactly where he is. But thanks, Joe Perry. Good to see you tonight. Urban Mass. All right, I read that. All right, cool. Hit the like button. More super chats. All of it. Do the things. And now, Chud Watch. Talking about Chud Watch. We talk about chuds and make fun of them. Velvety smooth, as always. I'm your host, Dusty Smith. And first off, on the Chud Watch, folks starting to think Trump supporters might be batshit crazy. Shockingly, they'd rather Vladimir Putin, the mass murder terrorist, be president of the United States than Joe Biden. Super cool.
Who would you rather have president, Joe Biden or Vladimir Putin?
Oh, Putin. Definitely.
And why is that?
I believe he's been given a tough since World War II. Russia's been the bad guy, when in actuality the Nazis left Germany, and they ended up going to the Ukraine, coming in here. George Bush was actually, thank you. George Bush was actually a Nazi.
That's right, folks. Putin got a bad rap. What has Putin ever done? I mean, yeah, they've been murdering tons of innocent people, bombing train stations, people try to flee, rationing soldiers, raping women all over the place. But Putin got a bad rap. But I mean, basically, Putin was already our president when Trump was president, and probably will be again. Couple years from now, Putin gonna be running all this shit again. Super cool, America. Can't wait for it. And as always, all of the stupidity that comes out of Republicans' mouths just evaporates if you just ask some simple, childlike follow-up questions. They're so fucking stupid.
How do you all feel about the events of January 6th?
A lot of that was Antifa.
Really?
Yes.
Why would Antifa interrupt the certification of an election in which their candidate won? Wouldn't they want him to be certified?
They just want to disrupt in any way possible.
Do you think Antifa wanted him to be president? I guess is what I'm asking.
Yes.
Yeah. So why would they interrupt the certification of the vote on January 6th?
I have a different view of things.
Well, it's just like if you have a.
Yeah, it
doesn't make sense, right? Like, why would they do that?
Yeah, but it's double think. I can think two completely opposite things in my mind and pretend like they're both true at the same time because I barely have nothing else going on in my life. I'm just a complete fucking loser who can barely tie my shoes and get out of bed in the morning. Just, oh my God, these people vote. They vote. Not that they shouldn't be able to. They should be able to vote, but they do, and that's scary. And then, folks, shamelessness is their superpower. Literally can say anything with a straight face. So here's the CEO of Trump Media. You know, the guy who's running Truth Social, the incredible fucking failure, failing so bad that Donald Trump is threatening to leave his own social media site and go to Getter instead. But fuck your reality. I replace it with my own.
What is your reaction to Elon Musk taking a 9% stake in one of your competitors, certainly, Twitter?
Well, I think it's very interesting because, the goal that President Trump has and what I have in our team here at Truth Social is to open the internet back up so that the American people can get their voice back. So it's clear that Twitter is kind of a ghost town. They desperately need Elon Musk to be there. So, it's probably something that Elon wants to do. I think he probably believes in free speech like we do. But at the same time, there's not very much activity over at Twitter right now, especially when you compare it to sites like ours, where we're just in our beginning stages as we continue to test and bring people on day by day. Our interactions are already beating Twitter. And so Elon's going to have a lot of work to do.
That's right. Twitter, such a ghost town. Who even goes to Twitter anymore? Everybody uses Twitter. No one's using your fucking bullet. Okay. God damn it. They'll just literally say anything. Up is down, black is white. Lies are truth, and Joe Rogan back, folks, and he's outraged that you dare try to teach his kids about anti-racism. I would say the mask has slipped, but it hasn't slipped. Right-wing Joe Rogan being right-wing Joe Rogan. I'd love to hear him cry, though. Let's listen.
When the whole George Floyd thing happened, one of the schools that my kids were going to back in California released this email saying that it's not enough to not be racist. You now must be anti-racist.
Exactly. That's exactly right. We live under a white supremacist power structure. It's not enough just to not be outwardly racist. As white folks who have privilege from the hundreds of years of oppression of black folks and minorities, it is up to us to use our positions of power to try to acknowledge the racism that exists in our society and use our platform to eliminate that racism to make our society more equitable for all. That's just basic, decent human behavior. So, of course, Joe Rogan freaked out by it.
And my kid's 9 at the time.
Yeah. What does it
and
mean?
I'm like, what does it mean?
I'm
like,
what does it mean? I just fucking explained to you. I mean, it's very simple. And if you don't know what that means, maybe Google it. Read up on it instead of just having a knee-jerk reaction and freaking out, you fucking thumb.
These kids are not even remotely racist. Like,
I mean, they may or may not be. I have no idea. But society is, and they're definitely privileged, most likely because of past racism that affects today. So maybe acknowledge it, confront it, deal with it, change it. All good.
They have all sorts of different kinds of friends. I've never heard them discuss it once. It's just, I like this person and she's nice to me and we like to play together and we both like the same things and let's
ignore the problem or pretend like it doesn't exist at all. Yay! That always fixes everything, doesn't it?
So to tell a 9-year-old that you have to be anti-racist, well, then they go looking for racism. They go looking to confront it.
Exactly! That's a good thing. You're supposed to be looking for your own biases because we all have internal biases. Lord knows I have mine. I continuously try to figure out what my unknown biases are and eliminate them. That is a good, healthy thing for anybody to do, Joe Rogan.
I don't know if it's power. It's an ideology that captures people. And I think the roots of it, in their mind, is good. That is going to stomp out racism.
Yes.
But it's this naive person who's an educator who's, I don't want to disparage anybody, but they weren't that good at what they were doing in the first place.
Well, maybe you should discuss how to do it better instead of just shitting on it. Maybe how to properly address the problem in society that we have with racism instead of ignoring it. Don't know, thumb, but just Joe Rogan doing what Joe Rogan do. Here he is, just kissing Don Jr.'s ass. I showed you last time on the last show where he was sucking Donald Trump's dick. Now he's on Don Jr.'s dick. Good Lord. Hard to believe you could find anybody worse to support Joe Rogan.
What billionaire's kid works for a living?
Right, very few.
None of them, because none of them.
Doesn't Donald Trump Jr. work for a living?
Oh, yeah, he does. Okay, I'll give him a pass. He comes from an extraordinary family.
You look at a person who's I know a lot of people give him shit, but when it comes to like billionaires' kids, he's about as good off as I've ever seen one.
Also, he's a wonderful speaker. He's a good thinker and a wonderful speaker.
That's right. Isn't Donald Trump Jr. just good for a billionaire's kid? Just a decent all-around guy, not a complete fucking sack of shit, coked up all the time speaking nonsense. No, an extraordinary guy who's a good speaker. It's just fuck. Where are you goddamn idiots out there trying to tell me Joe Rogan's not a right-wing fucking shill? I don't know if you guys exist anymore, but eat an ass in a bad way if you do, and remember Joe Rogan was telling us how Trump didn't age a minute? He looking so good and sharp. Huh? Really? No. He looking like a little Jabba the Hutt there. Not looking amazing. Donald Trump. And of course, Joe's like, look how sexy he is. Svelte. He's ripped. Muscular, badass, alpha Donald Trump. Woo. And folks, are you going to be watching the Anthony Fauci trial? So apparently, the grift keeps on grifting, folks. Like, I almost admire them that they never give up the grift. So now they're charging $10,000 to MAGAs and conservatives who want to be on a fake jury to see if you will find Anthony Fauci guilty. Knowing full goddamn well any conservative who pays $10,000 on a fake jury is already going to find Anthony Fauci guilty. You don't even have to present any evidence, but here they go. Hard to believe. Beyond parody.
Tony Fauci funded a laboratory that in all likelihood is the source of this once-in-a-century pandemic, and then went to great lengths to cover his own tracks. He should be investigated and prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
Have Dr. Fauci, his cronies, and the big pharma and media elites colluded to commit criminal acts against you and your children?
No.
Through mandating experimental vaccines, falsifying information, lying to Congress?
Let me finish. You take an animal virus and you increase its transmissibility to humans. Right. You're saying that's not gain of function? Yeah, that is correct. Knowing that it is a crime to lie to Congress, do you wish to retract your statement?
Senator Paul, you do not know what you are talking about.
Collusion, fraud, suppression of information, denial of early COVID treatment, and lack of informed consent. Were Fauci and his accomplices responsible for the injuries and deaths of tens of thousands of children and adults?
The utter fraudulence of Tony Fauci is obvious now, and it's widely acknowledged.
Do they think they're above the law?
Senator Cruz told the Attorney General you should be prosecuted.
I'd have to laugh at that.
And why do they keep getting away with it? Because we sit back and let them. If they actually had to face a grand jury, would they be indicted? Well, we're about to find out. Starting April 11th and running for 5 nights in what is sure to be the most controversial and most talked about streaming reality event of the year, this is America's Grand Jury. And you are on the jury. Watch live as former Indiana Attorney General Curtis Hill, along with California Attorney Parisa Fishbach and their team of prosecutors and experts, present the case to you, the grand jury, against Anthony Fauci.
If you are trying to get at me, you're attacking science.
Biden CDC Chief Rochelle Walensky and other government officials. Bill Gates.
The term Bill Gates comes up more than 24 times when you search the Fauci emails.
Mark Zuckerberg and big pharma and media elites that continue to make billions from the pandemic, while they try to force vaccines on everyone and push to keep your kids masked up and locked down. As grand jurors, you'll hear testimony from top independent experts in the field of medicine, including Doctors Robert Malone, Peter McCullough, Paul Alexander, Pierre Corey, along with leading RICO crime experts.
Totally! He's guilty! Straight to execution! Hang him! God damn it. Obviously, he's going to be found not guilty, right, folks? Completely unbiased in every fucking way this thing's going to be. Only $10,000? What a bargain. Sign me up. And we're back on Marjorie Taylor Greene because she's the fucking gift that keeps on giving. God damn it, they're beyond parody, folks. The same people that continuously tell us the left can't take a fucking joke. Why can't you take a joke? Woman called the cops on Jimmy Kimmel for telling a joke about her, folks.
that are in the House, like Marjorie Taylor Greene. This woman, Klan mom, is especially upset with the 3 Republican senators who said they'll vote yes on Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson, who's nominated for the Supreme Court. She tweeted, Murkowski, Collins, and Romney are pro-pedophile. They just voted for KBJ. Wow, where is Will Smith when you really need him, huh?
Oh, no! Oh, no! Will Smith joke! So she literally called the Capitol Police on a comedian for telling a joke about her, folks. No hint of irony whatsoever, no self-reflection, and this is her.
Government. But somehow the communists here in charge have forgotten, or no, not forgotten, or purposely abusing the Constitution and what this body of Congress is supposed to do.
To equality under the law, and we are...
So she actually called for the death of Nancy Pelosi. Yeah. Where the fuck is There's her repeated support for Facebook content calling for the execution of prominent Democrats, including House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. A bullet to the head will be quicker, read one January 2019 post uncovered by CNN. A post whose commenters describe methods of eliminating the top Democrat. She's called for her to be hung multiple times. But of course, it's totally different when they do it, folks. The difference is she wasn't joking. So it's cool. Cool. God damn it. And JD Vance is back, folks. And I would say this is a dog whistle, but he's not even dog whistling. He's just saying this shit outright. He's trying to appeal to the crowd who knows they're fucking racist. They gets called racist all the time, but likes to say, we're not racist. I had a black friend once, like 10 years ago. I'm not racist. He's trying to appeal to the most deplorable sacks of shit he can. And so he put this ad out.
Are you a racist? Do you hate Mexicans? The media calls us racist for wanting to build Trump's wall. They censor us, but it doesn't change the truth. Joe Biden's open border is killing Ohioans, with more illegal drugs and more Democrat voters pouring into this country. This issue is personal. I nearly lost my mother to the poison coming across our border. No child should grow up an orphan. I'm JD Vance, and I approve this message because whatever they call us, we will put America first.
Yeah, I mean, just directly calling for racist. Hey, everybody calling you a racist because you're racist? Shh, I'm with you guys. Elect me. Just shameless. Goddamn, how can you be fucking more shameless? And super brave Madison Cawthorn ran away when asked tough questions about his drug-fueled orgies he's being invited to. Look at this super brave, stealthy alpha man. I guess he didn't run away. He rode away, but either way.
Congressman, you got a second? Just want to ask you about the meeting with Leader McCarthy.
They're in a hurry, yo.
You said what you said was not true about the cocaine and the orgies. What's that? Any chance we get a quick comment here at the crosswalk?
You have to go through Luke Law.
What's that?
Just contact our press secretary, Luke Law.
Ask you an unrelated question about former President Trump saying that he wanted to get dirt from Putin on Biden.
When danger reared his ugly head, brave Cawthorn turned and fled. Brave Cawthorn. Just goddamn it. Cowards! But he'll say, oh my God, I'm standing up to the liberal media. I know you're not. You're rolling away, motherfucker. And folks, shamelessness is their superpower. So the oil companies have tens of thousands of oil leases they're not using. The oil companies are purposely not drilling gas because they want to create artificial scarcity so they can make more money. So while they have tens of thousands of oil drill licenses they're not using on purpose, they're blaming Joe Biden for the fact that they're not drilling. Oil executives slam Biden for not increasing production. They are literally the ones doing it and blaming Biden, but like, this'll work. This'll work. They can cover for their greed. They can cover for their price gouging, and they can blame Biden. And his approval ratings will be even lower because truth and reality don't matter at all in this fucking country. It's just beyond a goddamn absurd here. And one more, Tito Ortiz. Like, somebody needs to do a wellness check on Tito Ortiz. Apparently, he went to Manchester, England, and for some reason, he was hanging out in a gay village. I don't know why, but he almost crying over the fact there's gay people in England, yo. Listen to this fucking snowflake.
As I come back here to America, it breaks my heart because in the UK, those guys have no care about anything. So I stayed in Manchester, and it was, what was it called? The gay capital or the gay village. There we go, gay village, where I was staying. And there's no big rainbow flags everywhere. And once again, I have nothing against fake gay people. You're over 18 and you made that decision. That's your choice. If your parents are pushing it on you, bad parenting. At the end of the day, there's men, there's women. And once again, I can say it by strictly opinions. My opinion of the things that I've gone through in life. And as a young kid, that stuff was pushed on me back in the 80s and understood the right from wrong. And
yeah, I have nothing against gay people, but you're wrong. Your lifestyle's evil and you're burning hell for eternity. I had no problem with you. I had no problem with the fact that you're going to be tortured for eternity. That's just the way it is, you fucking sinners. But I'm not against you.
It's our choice. And once again, we live in a freedom of choice, right? Well, not anymore. They're pushing something totally different.
They're pushing it,
come back
folks.
here to America.
They're going to make me gay. If Disney has a prince kiss another prince, I'm going to fucking blow a dude. I can't help it. Immediately dicks have to be in my mouth if I see it. It's just the way it works. Quit making me gay. Good Lord. All right, that's my Chud Watch. Hell yeah. Let's check the super chats, and then we're going to do some Karens. Mecca, $10. Thank you, Mecca. Everybody hit the like button, please. Hit the like button. I am disappointed by the viewer count today. I should not have done. Fox News is America. What? Russia, what was in 1940s Germany? The Reichstag fire. I remember that shit. Dusty, there are a lot of hardworking immigrants. Hell yeah, I know there are a lot of hardworking immigrants. We need more of them over here. I got all kinds of work I'm willing to pay a living wage. $20 an hour I'm willing to pay. Somebody wants to come do somebody has some experience and wants to come do a good job working on my house. Please let me know. If you live in the central Mississippi area, $20 an hour. I will pay you to come do some work. I don't care if you're an immigrant or not. Dusty, I'm really scared for you with how they are threatening gays and trans supporters in your stay. I'm a recluse. I'll be fine. I hope some motherfucker comes up in this house. That is a mistake. And welcome to the Dust Buddies, Bazooka Horse. Spam the chat with impunities. You're one of the cool kids now. Love you. And for the furries, Celine in 1999, very generous, very fucking generous. Dusty, I posted an announcement on Facebook and Twitter on your show tonight. I appreciate it, but I didn't realize so many people were using that to figure out my show was on. Man, I have made a horrible... It's only one show, though. So, it'll be fine. I'll just go undeleted, I guess, and we'll work it out. All right, cool. Moving on. Time to do a little Karen section. You know why? 'Cause, bitch, you're caring too much. Bing. And first off, on the Karen Cavalcade, you guys see this one? I don't know if this is old or not. All I know is, God damn it, nobody in the fucking chat better tell me this is old or I'm gonna freak the fuck out. Here's a dude just driving down the road, minding his own goddamn business. Some racist cretin rolls up next to him and racist for no good reason.
No problem, I understand. You got her?
White lives matter too. White lives matter too. And before the blacks were slaves, the Irish were. So get behind the
Yay,
Irish.
Team Nigger, right?
Irish.
Yeah, CD 608.
I already got him on the post.
The fuck? Here's the attention you ordered. Hopefully she is fired now. And kind of sad that a lot of these Karens just seem like people who have mental disorders. We need better mental health care in this country. Stat. This is some mentally disturbed dude's reaction just because some other guy is wearing a mask in a store. Look how fucking nuts these people are.
Can you please leave? Hey, let's go, bro. Hey, you need to go, bro. Let's go. You need to get out of here, bro. Let's get out of here. I don't even know you, homie. Call 911 right away. I gotta have you leave. What's happening? I'm gonna tear his ass up.
Tear my ass up? Come here then, do it! Come do it!
Just get on, man.
Come do it!
Get out of here, man.
Come fucking tear my ass up!
You dropping something.
Come tear my ass up!
Get out of here, man. What's up?
Tear my ass up! Tear my ass up!
What's up, man?
Tear my ass up!
Hey, watch out, bro.
He said he'd tear my fucking ass up!
Hey, that's just a word, man. Go. Just go.
Fucking bitch!
Go.
Tear my ass up!
What you gonna do, brother?
Right there, motherfucker!
Oh, shit.
Yeah! Yeah!
Oh, shit.
Tear my ass up!
Oh, shit.
Hey, bro.
Man, what's up, bro?
Lay him out.
Yeah!
Get back, man.
I can't fight for shit.
Okay.
Tear my ass up! Tear my fucking ass up!
Why are you trying to fight, man? Just
Because that motherfucker wants to wear his mask!
Go.
He wants to wear his mask!
And?
Wear your fucking mask!
Go.
Wear your mask!
Quick stop. I got a guy who wants to...
Fucking pussy! I can't mask! Hit me! Hit me, you fucking bitch! Yeah! Why not?
I'm gonna knock your ass off.
Yeah, I'm gonna knock your ass off! Blah, 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 blah! Blah, blah, blah!
It's the Tasmanian devil. What the fuck?
I'm fucking stupid. I'm gonna hit this dude with hello, and he gonna die.
I've never seen nothing like this in my
He gonna
life.
die.
Me either. Imagine caring that much about what somebody else thinks. Just walk away. Who gives a shit? You got nothing to prove to anybody. You're so insecure. It's sad. And then we have this clip out of Walmart. And I'm just saying, I think this woman probably should have dropped her weapon.
The knife now! Drop it now!
Drop it!
Drop the knife!
Drop your knife! All right. So it's about a minute of him screaming at her to drop her knife. And spoiler alert, she don't.
Put the knife down.
Put it down, woman.
Put it down now. Put the knife down. Put it down. Drop it.
Drop the knife.
Drop the knife. Put it down. Put the knife down. Put the knife down.
Made me have to be a killer when I'm not.
Drop the knife. Drop the knife.
Wait for it. Uh-oh. He got back up. Wait, uh-oh.
Drop the knife now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. No, you got tased, bro. You got tased, bro. Got the knife.
Drop the knife.
Yeah, she did it. She got the knife. Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, God damn it. What we learn? What we learn?
Kidnapping me?
Yeah, they're kidnapping you. Totally. That's what's happening right now.
You got it?
So, moral of the story, don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah.
Drugs are bad, okay? And this one. Load up. Oh, yeah, shit. Imagine being such a fucking dipshit that you lose a $50 an hour job because you want to show your fucking ass. Apparently, he was doing some contract work and he showed up at this business and wouldn't put a mask on or something. I'm guessing that's what happened here. God damn it. Everything about this is just sad. Watch the projection.
Say civil rights and human rights activists. And I want to know if you're going to continue to enslave us and perpetrate this fraud. That's all I want to know.
The rules that Amazon is asking.
You're still liable. We're under devolution, which is military occupation.
You can leave the site.
Okay, huh?
You can leave the site. Sir.
Okay, that's fine. What's your name again?
Vince.
Huh?
Vince.
Vinny?
Yep.
What's your last name?
None of your business.
Okay, thank you very much. And who else had something smart to say to me?
I did. I said, get your ass out of here.
You don't have nothing to say to me, buddy.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut, all right?
Good day,
Keep
sir.
your mouth shut, all right? All of you are being recorded, and you will be in contact. Donald John Trump is the acting president. You people are too damn dumb to realize Joe Biden is wearing a mask, okay? Hey, I will leave a mask, but I'm going to say what I got to say, and I'm going to put you on notice, all right? Watch for me. Watch for me.
Watch.
It's all your fault, people. You have not searched for the truth. You don't love Jesus and the good Lord. You'll feel his wrath. I guarantee it.
I'm worried about it.
Watch for it. Well, I'm out here, and I guess they didn't like it that I wouldn't submit to their demands, their outrageous demands. So we're here. I just want to get this all. Maybe they didn't like my Trump hat, so I just want here, and they just kicked me off a job. I was supposed to make $50 an hour plus benefits, and I don't worship the almighty dollar. That's false idols, and I ain't going out like that.
Super brave, super cool. Hey, I'm sure Trump's got your back. That's one thing about Donald Trump. It's how he loves to support the people who support him. So checks in the mail. You fucking moron. Holy shit. Just so weird. And one more, folks. I don't know what race this guy is. Indian? Peru? I don't know, but racism comes in all shades.
Well, I can tell you something about the first date I had with my wife, and it's not cringe, okay?
Okay.
You're gonna find it's hilarious.
It's cringe.
Right, I went on a date with her in Chicago. Okay, we went down by the pier, and after dinner, we witnessed a robbery. That's how I knew she was the one for me. We looked at this group of black kids. There's like 40 black kids robbing a Sears. The alarms are going up. We're like, man, this place is a hellhole. And we're just sitting there watching this robbery. We're watching this robbery, and I'm like, okay, she's not left wing. She's not left wing. She definitely sees that these jungle bunnies are robbing our country dry. Okay, I can marry this one.
Yay, she's racist like me. I can marry her. I'm not too sure you're going to be invited to the ethno state there, buddy. But you'll make for a good token right up to the very end. Right up to it's your turn. And hey, that's my Karen section. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We moving right along, folks. Gonna do a very short hero section in honor of dead Billy Idol. I cannot wait for you guys to correct me over and over again. That's what I love so much, is being corrected about Billy Idol being dead. We could be heroes for just one day. Yeah. Wasn't felt it. Ketanji Brown. I say that perfectly. First black female Supreme Court justice, and like, this is a big deal, yo. Few classes of people in our society have been mistreated worse than black women, and regardless if you want to believe it or not, representation matters. So it's an important day in our history. Thank you, Joe Biden, for actually having the guts to do this. There are so many people that are equally qualified to be a justice, that having a variety of them on there is important, like I said, because, let me show her a little speech, because it's inspiring, because all the little black girls who grew up and now know that even they have a chance. They're not left out anymore. They have representation. It's actually very meaningful.
To be sure, I have worked hard to get to this point in my career, and I have now achieved something far beyond anything my grandparents could have possibly ever imagined. But no one does this on their own. The path was cleared for me so that I might rise to this occasion. And in the poetic words of Dr. Maya Angelou, I do so now while bringing the gifts my ancestors gave.
So super cool. Love to see it. Progress. Somebody mentioned reparations. That just brings up a completely separate point. But you guys see the new episode of Atlanta? It's kind of interesting. The latest episode of Atlanta is about... So Atlanta is sort of set in an alternative universe where it's kind of a more horror-based almost, where all these like really strange things are happening. But the episode was about how former children of slave owners could sue the people whose ancestors owned their ancestors. No, the descendants. Is that what it is? Their great-great-grandfather owned like their black great-great-grandfather. They could sue them for monetary gain. And that's what it was about. It's actually really interesting if you haven't seen it. Highly recommend it. So anyway. And of course, Republicans walking out. Why would you be happy that a black woman became the first black woman as the justice in the history? You wouldn't if you're a racist piece of shit. Republicans doing what they do. Yeah, let's just all walk out. No class. As per usual. And one more shout out to Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear, who apparently is a Democrat. Kentucky elected a Democratic governor. You go, Kentucky. Vetoed a bill that contains elements of an anti-critical race theory bill that he says tries to police classroom discussions on topics such as race. So, good on you. Unfortunately, we don't have Democrat governors all across the country who can veto all this bullshit, but I will give you a shout out. I'm glad you're there because holy shit, times are getting scary, folks. Real scary. And all right, one more, a palate cleanser to end the show on tonight. I'm so excited about this news. I saw there's 5 different stories of this, and I don't even think they're all about the same thing, but they're all similar about how scientists are figuring out ways to reverse aging. This story is about how researchers developed a method to time jump human skin cells by 30 years, turning back the aging clock for cells without losing their specialized function. Finding could lead to targeted approach for treating aging. So we might be about to cure aging. I know it's not going to be tomorrow or the next day, but I'm hoping to see it in 20 years, 30 years. I'm going to live to be 100, so I got 50. You guys got a timeline, though, 50 years. You better figure this shit out, because Dusty ain't never dying. I'm not. Fuck all you. Fuck off, death. So cool. Man, I wish, Bezos and Elon, all of your extra money should be going into this stuff. Life extension. This is the most important thing we could be investing in. Hurry the fuck up. It didn't work for Madonna. I think that was kind of a different thing, but she does look different, alien-like. So I guess she looks like a young alien, like a 50 alien or something. So cool. And all right, cool. Let's check the super chats. Please hit the like button before you go. Lauren's HSCT journey. I was chatting you up this week to some of my friends. I really appreciate you, Dusty. Have a great week. And hey, tell your friends I said hello, and I appreciate you shouting me out. The word of mouth is a very good way to get the show to spread. It's about the only way, since I'm never going to get invited to anybody's show who's popular. For some reason, they don't seem to want me on there. I have no idea why. Christopher Warnick, $20. Hey, thank you, Christopher. Good to see you. I appreciate it. Very generous. All right, cool. That's it, folks. That's my show. It's leaning forward for the furries. I think I read that. No kitty party tonight, because I got something I got to do. I got to get out of here, folks. I got to go to Walmart and get me some food, because I'm out of fucking food, and Walmart closes in an hour. So, fuck my life. Love the shit out of you guys. I'll be back Monday, 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern. I guess I'll go, reactivate my Facebook account, because it is incredibly important to the show, apparently. Had no idea. No links after the battle. Yo, Joe. I will see you guys on Monday. Fuck yes. Also, there's a free weekend on New World. If you guys want to play New World for free this weekend, you can. I love that game. It's a fun game. See you guys fucking soon. Have a good weekend. I love the shit out of you. And as always, till next time, Logic. Fuck yes. Now we're going to play a song that I wrote 20 years ago in its entirety called Little Brother. It's based on a true story about these two brothers who were abused by their father and they killed him. And I wrote a song about it. And if you'd like to hear it, here it go. Good night, everybody.
down.